In the NBA, injuries are undefeated. There's a certain way that you can't play sustainably, and right now, Ja Morant is playing that way. He's continued to be completely reckless in attacking the rim, and tries to dunk over every star in the league. But it feels as if more often than not these days, his defenders just draw charges and he falls dangerously from 8+ feet in the air. And it happened again in Game 4 down the stretch, as LeBron set up to take the charge, and Ja, with reckless abandon, tried to dunk over him. Yet it was called a charge, and Morant came nowhere close to dunking on LeBron. All that did happen was that Ja was turned sideways and fell perilously to the ground, once again hurting the wrist that has bothered him since Game 1. There's just no reason for Ja to be continuously putting himself in this much danger, and if it continues, it could end up being catastrophic someday. Ja Morant can't keep doing this. Now let's take a deeper look into Ja's high-flying antics. Before we get into the worrisome play of Grizzlies star Ja Morant, if you enjoy my content and have watched a few videos of mine, think about subscribing. 96% of my viewers are actually not subscribed, so if you watched me before and enjoy the content, drop a sub and comment down below. It really helps the channel. It has been a season of ups and downs for superstar Ja Morant. The Memphis Grizzlies star missed out on a few games due to suspension and injuries. Morant's high-flying style tends to cause concern whenever his landing is not proper. In Game 1 against the Los Angeles Lakers, he injured his hand after a scary fall and a poor landing and missed out on Game 2. Again in Game 4, Ja had a hard fall while driving on superstar LeBron James. With less than 3 minutes left, Morant grabbed the rebound off a Lakers miss and went coast to coast at full speed. He tried to posterize the king, but was called for an offensive foul. Morant also took a scary fall following his failed dunk attempt. Already nursing an injury, the 23-year-old guard was not afraid to put his body on the line. However, it backfired as the Grizzlies ended up losing to the Lakers 117-111 in overtime. While the Grizzlies made a statement winning Game 2 without Morant, they have then succumbed in the next 2 games even with their star player. Despite their fight throughout regulation of Game 4, the Lakers pulled away in overtime. Ja Morant started the season off great, but off-court controversies did not help him or the team. Despite his injury layoffs and suspension, the Memphis Grizzlies finished the season as the 2nd seed in the West. The Grizzlies did surprisingly well during his absence last season as well. However, Morant does make the team tick differently and is unstoppable at times for them. But it looks like it will be another disappointing season after losing Game 4. The Grizzlies have now gone down 3-1 in the series and face elimination in their next game. Amidst this, Grizzlies fans' hearts missed a beat when Morant went down hard after a drive in the late 4th quarter. In a fast break situation, Morant flew down the court with the ball, which was met under the rim by LeBron James. The 4-time NBA champion stood firm to take the charge. The point guard hit James and was off balance and hit the deck hard. Morant was given an offensive foul for his attempt. However, it was not the call that worried fans. After witnessing a similar fall in Game 1 and subsequent injury, fans were worried for Ja and his health. Fortunately, it did not look like Ja was injured and he continued playing. The video clip of that hard fall went viral and fans flooded the comment section and expressed their concern. One user on Twitter said, "Ja is gonna end his career if he doesn't start thinking before he tries to get a highlight dunk." And it's hard to blame him. After we saw the league's youngest MVP in Derrick Rose taken away from us too early, fans across the league want Ja to avoid the same fate. While I've seen many talk about this like it's a direct correlation, it's not. While both players are extremely athletic, and some of the most exciting guards we've seen, their play styles are not the same. Derrick Rose's game was predicated on sudden stops, going from 100 to 0 in a split second, which is obviously very unnatural. And it caught up to his ACLs, which eventually couldn't withhold the unnatural stopping anymore. However, Ja's game is not built upon lightning quick stop and go. His game, rather, is built on explosive verticality. He runs the floor at elite speed like Rose did, but rather than sudden stops, he explodes upwards towards the rim, hanging in the air and finishing over, or sometimes through, defenders who are helpless to stop him a foot above the rim. The part that makes his game dangerous, though, is the risk he puts his body in at those heights. He does not select his moments, he'll try to go up over anyone at any time. And often that can end up with him getting undercut or losing control. and then he's falling sideways from 8+ feet in the air, trying to catch himself with exposed arms. He'll end up breaking one of his arms or his wrist. Thanks for watching. I'm Herm. Have a good one.